looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm opening your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. Why you chase the crooks and I take the lead? Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Oh, man. Man, oh man. Right in the middle of working on something, guess what comes rolling up? A new filing by Randy. Oh my gosh, it is unreal. But for all you members, anybody that's a member, I've got something special for you. You guys will get a little taste of it. A little taste of it tonight. You want to see? You want to see? You want a little taste? Just a little taste. This is good. This is good. All right. You ready? You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Good. Welcome. Yes. Yes. This is what members get. They get exclusive videos like this.
I was gonna go to trial, but then I got high. I was gonna tell the truth in court, but then I got high. Now I'm sitting at home, broke and fried, blaming the plaintiff for my own lies. Yeah, my whole case died because I got high. 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 I was gonna help my client win, but then I hit the pipe. Said I show up and do my job, but then I hit the pipe.
Oh, and that's all you guys get. Ah, yes. Now, not saying you won't be able to see it. It will be out tomorrow. You'll get to see it tomorrow. But tonight, members only get to see that particular one. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And the best part is I have a second one. I'll let you guys hear the song. That'll be my little gift to you. And that one will be coming out the day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow is going to be awesome. Just So you know the next one after this is going to be even better than that one was, because it gets more brutal. Let me open this where it's at here, because the next one I've got is even better. But all I have for you is the audio. I haven't uploaded the video yet. So once the video's done, I will play it for you tomorrow, so you get to see it. So you're getting a double whammy. So check this out. It is this one right? What in the hell? Right here. And you're going to get the audio only right now. That's all you're going to get.
I was gonna fight my case real good, but then he got hired a lawyer I thought I could trust, but then he got high. Now I'm stuck pro se crying on Zoom while he's hitting the blunt in his living room. My whole defense went kaboom because he got high, because he got high, because he got high. I was gonna clear my name, you see, but then Bubbles got stoned.
That's all you get. You'll just have to wait until tomorrow to get. Members will get that one early. Oh yeah. I was having fun today. I did those, started on those last night, and I wasn't able to get them finished up in time for the stream. Yeah. But it's okay. They're going to be fun. Plus we've got some open letters today for you guys. It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh my God. The amount of open letters that I've got. This case is insane. You just can't even imagine. I wish I was a member. Well, maybe somebody will give you a membership, Jesse. That would be awesome. And memberships always help everyone out. We've got Max Labs, $2, best bombshell ever tonight from Randy.
Squeeze my hog.
Whoa, don't do that. It's going to get you in all kinds of trouble. Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate it. Max dropped that on me at the wee hours of the evening, and I started reading over the filings, getting the letters together. Oh my gosh. I mean, what do you think I've been doing for the past couple of hours, just playing around? Hell no. Thanks so much. And Wender Bender, she knows what she wants. She likes this right here.
Welcome to the shit
Oh
show.
yeah. Every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
'Cause everybody's
such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, all over again.
Another gifted membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that gifted membership. I hope someone got that. Enjoy that membership. Those, can you believe it? Those memberships are cheaper than a cup of coffee per month. Yeah, my memberships are really low. Thank you, Wendy Bender, and I appreciate that. Also, Colin McVeigh, I really appreciate it. And Patty Plummer is not on the amended complaint, Mole.
Squeeze my hog.
I don't know. She might just be. She might just be the one, or is it the other joinkalist, whatever you want to call him. I'm surprised that he didn't get added on to there. Thank you so much, Patty. Remember, Allie, I appreciate that. Vice baby became a YouTube member. Look at that.
Welcome to the shit
Yes,
show.
you are.
Every single
Yes,
day.
every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery.
'Cause
Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4
Oh, yeah,
more
that's
days
right.
of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
yeah. There you go. That nice happy music. Yes. Thank you so much, Bonnie. I appreciate you. I got you covered right here. We're gonna clog that thing up and make it good. Appreciate you, Bonnie. Thank you so much. And then Carol Anderson said, BBB dined and missed it again. And
Welcome to the shit show.
I appreciate you so much, Carol. That is awesome. Yeah, the BBB hit dined and again. Yeah, this is why you're not supposed to dash and die, dash and dine and dash. That's what it is, dine and dash. Don't do that. Jack Miles has become a newest member, and new members get the full.
Welcome to the
Oh,
shit
yes,
show.
they do.
Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery. 'Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit, Tuesday, bullshit, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, it's all over again.
168 hours in a week, allow 56 hours for sleep, 112 smokable hours, 4 hits per hour, 448 hits per week. God, you guys have mathed this stuff out. I didn't even do that. You think Patty Plummer was the witness that was willing to testify against Lynette about the signs? I don't know. It could be any one of them, but I guarantee Yamaha has 3D Live. He has 3D Live. I do miss Yamaha. I tell you, I do miss Yamaha, but he does have a real life outside of, the YouTube. So yeah, welcome Tug Raiders. Again, welcome Tug Raiders. Thank you, Tug. You absolutely are the man. I mean, that guy is just him. You get him and Megan together, and it's just like it is completely.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, it gets crazy. I love them both. They're absolutely awesome. Yes. So the hey Vice baby, Shiny, I wake up, BBB 64 hits one day, 21 days now. Then right? Yeah, it would be 21 days from the last this filing right here. So that clock starts ticking and it ticks away. Now they do have exceptions on that. If the 21 days end on a weekend, they'll usually move it on to the following day, the following work day after the weekend, weekends and holidays. That's usually how those happen. But that's only because you can't get stuff filed in there. So they need to have, if it ends on like a Monday or something like that, they need to have that mailed out that Friday before to the court. I mean, just so it gets there in time or filed into the court system. Yeah, they don't tend to play around, because I have a feeling if the judge sees that they don't respond to it, that he's going to come down hard and heavy on them. I could see that easily happening. Yeah. I think this judge does not want to be playing around at all. So, as you can see, he's got mostly all the same people in here. They did make, a little bit of complaints in this, that were a little bit of changes in this particular pleading here. Gives all the names of the people that are introduced into this. You're awesome. What the hell, Sunday? Oh, thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you. No, I that was completely unexpected, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful being able to talk with Jeremy, George, and all you fine people out there that support the channels and support him. That's a really good thing. Came at Red Queen. You've come a long way, and Iron Rabbit. That is so awesome. Came at Red Queen. Is this a music event? Love music and letters. No, it is not a music event. Although I did release a new song, a new video, a new song. It is out on the YouTube. Members can view it. You can view it at any time you want to. It will be on the playlist of music videos. You look at that playlist I've got set up music videos, you'll find all the stuff that I've done there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Look at that. That's awesome. Thank you, K Mac Red Queen. I appreciate that. And then we've also got Iron Rabbit. Yes, Iron Rabbit. I am telling you, my oldest mod, but not by age. And she's been here since the very beginning. Whenever I had, I think, 10 subs, and she stuck through with like all the crazy stuff that's going on, and been a voice of wisdom, and like one of my favorite people's. Thank you, Iron Rabbit. I appreciate you. Shizzy Wisnut come a long way. So proud. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Not bad, Winterbender. How are you? Most definitely. So as you can see, we've got Hales, social media influencer, uses several online businesses without limitation: YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. YouTube's main source of revenue is advertising, which enable businesses to find relevant audiences, grow their businesses, brands. Hales is part of the YPP, which is the YouTube partner program with current YouTube subscription fan base of over 730,000. That's awesome to see that they're still growing. Man, they could have grown so much more in such a short period of time had to not run into this mess. Businesses who maintain a YouTube platform can complete their brand with Facebook business pages, which primarily function as a marketing platform for businesses, which is very true. Hales has a Facebook business page called What the Hales with the $sign, with over 327,000 followers. See this right here. That's the link to What the Hales on Facebook. TikTok creators also make money on TikTok. The most successful TikTok creators make money through a combination of revenue streams that can include sponsorships, fundraising drives, product sales, accepting tips. TikTok users can also promote products through an affiliate link to get paid directly from brands. Hales is also a TikTok creator. Now, people who subscribe to their social media platforms also often pay monthly fees to Hales for premium access to social media platform, which is an open video diary of Hales' life. Hales' social media platforms are where people are educated, equipped, and encouraged with a dash of humor on the side. Hales has expended and continues to expend substantial time, money, resources into acquiring subscribers, providing ongoing programs, maintaining relationships, and goodwill with them. Hales also sells via online whatnot auctions items it acquires during its storage unit hunts. And it tells you where you can find the whatnot link, which is right there. I don't know if the R is supposed to be in there. That might have been a typo. Plaintiff Elephant Show LLC is an Ohio limited liability company, the principal place of business in Summit County, Ohio. Plaintiff's owner is plaintiff's owner agent is plaintiff Jeremy B. Hales, hereinafter Mr. Hales. He's an individual domiciled in Peninsula, Summit County, Ohio, and is a citizen of Ohio. Defendant Preston is an individual domiciled in Otter Creek, Levy County, Florida, citizen. Cook is it, just tells you where they're all at. Matzkin is practiced law in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and is a citizen of Massachusetts, and belief is. Defendant Weeks, individual domiciled in the Villages, Sumter, Florida. Defendant Hughes is individual domiciled in Brownson, Levy County. Helm is practiced law in Michigan, and upon information belief is a citizen of Michigan. Bushnell, another one in Florida, is Keszey. Tender Derp is individual domiciled in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, citizen. Raymond is a citizen of the United States, not a resident of Ohio, upon information and belief. Luthmann is individual domiciled in Richmond County, New York, is a citizen of New York. Jurisdiction is proper in this court pursuant to 20 U.S.C., and there is complete diversity of citizenship between both plaintiffs. All the defense in this matter, the amount of controversy, exclusive interest and costs exceeding the sum of $75,000. And also brings in the part that the court has subject matter jurisdiction. Court has personal jurisdiction over all defense because this action arises out of is related to defendant's purposeful contacts with the state of Florida. And this court's exercise personal jurisdiction. Venue is proper in this court pursuant U.S. 28 U.S.C. Hale's business interests in addition to maintaining social media platforms for business revenues. Hales has recently needed to supplement business revenues, result of lost profits since the fall of 2023. Imagine that. We are here in 2025. And he's been losing profits since 2023. Due to defendants' actions, Hale now has 2 Airbnb beachfront condominiums for its customers to use in Cedar Key, Florida, consistent with the Hale's business model to maintain relationships and goodwill with subscribers and fans. Hales has maintained social media platforms. So he's added in here. Due to defendants' actions, they've gone and got 2 Airbnb beachfront condominiums. Now, it's weird that they bring this in right off the bat. It's Weeks' scheme. Ooh. Weeks is a competitor of Hales for internet sales and marketing as a host and or operator of a YouTube channel called Two Fleas in a Pod and other social media platforms, including Without Limitation, Instagram, Twitch, Discord, TikTok, and whatnot auctions. With its current YouTube subscription fan base of over 3,000 people, people who subscribe with Weeks social media platforms often pay fees for premium access to Weeks social media platform. Weeks has expended and continues to expend substantial time, money, resources into acquiring subscribers. No different than what Randy's doing. So they're doing the same thing. Tips, donations from online viewers. And you can pull up all of that right there. It tells exactly what they're all about. Weeks was chosen by Preston to be Preston's podcast or PR person as part of the Anti-What the Hales media ecosystem, the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales. Death Angel has gifted a membership. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the shit show.
You are welcome.
Every single day.
So much. Beautiful.
A new flavor of fuckery.
Yes, thanks,
Cause
Death Angel.
everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of flops. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, vulgar, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, all over again.
You just like the song. I know how you are. Doug Zoom got blacked up by waves up thread today. I feel like I'm just into Doe. Wow, no wonder you're why you're tired. Fuck cock. Weeks was chosen by Preston to be podcaster PR person as part of the Anti-What the Hales ecosystem, the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales. Weeks was a former volunteer moderator for Hales YouTube live streams after resigning as Hales moderator, and since June of 2024 to date, Weeks is using her online advertising YouTube platforms to make false or misleading statements of fact that damages Hales' reputation and sales by mainly targeting Hales as owner agent Mr. Hales. These statements targeting Hales and Mr. Hales are likely to deceive or have actually deceived customers and likely to influence a consumer's purchasing decision or other commercial behavior against Hales. The disparaging statements made by Weeks are about Hales' businesses, which are untrue. Weeks' scheme includes attacking Hales, Mr. Hales, with false statements about Hales' business reputation via her YouTube channel in order to destroy Hales' business model and income. At the same time, specifically falsely claiming that Hales is destroying the life of Miss Preston and her child and Mr. Cook. Weeks also refers to Hales and or Mr. Hales as Germ or Jeremy. Weeks was part of the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales, made the following false statements on YouTube, 10/6/2024. That's the bottom line right there. Yeah, ladies and gents, all that's gone on. Every last bit of false signs about Jeremy Hales were created for content, harassing, destroying someone's life. Continues on. Jeremy Hales has tortured Preston for content for 1.5 years, and he almost had her child taken away from her. He did all this crap when the damn story would have been Otter Creek. He could have just stuck with that, but he took advantage of someone whom he thought was weak, and he did it all himself. And then continues on. Jeremy Hales wrote the signs that stated he raped a minor child and committed forgery in doing so. Since 8/4/2024, Weeks has made more than 100 YouTube video publications on her YouTube channel targeting Hales and Mr. Hales, which are part of the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales and to replete with further false statements about Mr. Hales. Some of the URL of Weeks are false YouTube video publications are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Holy cow. I mean, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. And it's just been going after Jeremy. On 8/4/2024, Weeks said, referring to Mr. Hales, that is the person Jeremy is. He's shady. He's underhand. He uses people. He's obsessed with men's genitalia. He's always talking about people's genitalia. I'm so tired of this guy getting away with ripping people off. He's stealing money from people that really can't afford to be sending him the things that they're just nice, kind-hearted people. He's scamming them out of their money. Yeah, he's totally scamming them out of their money. Man, it's really sad to just watching him come up with all this fake content. Unquote. Mama Bear, I appreciate you. See, I keep thinking polyflop instead of poppycock. I love the word poppycock. Damn you, ecosystem. Get off my lawn. Yes. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Mama Bear. I appreciate you. And yes, poppycock is a much better word to be using because that's what it is. It's all poppycock. It is so bad. Polyflop. Yeah, it is. It is exactly that. And it just goes on and on. Jeremy's an F-bomber constantly. You would never know that because he cuts it out of his videos. It doesn't matter. If there are certain things that you can't say on YouTube, or you're not allowed to say on YouTube in Jeremy's position. Or what happens is you get flags on it and it will cause problems. See, certain words that you can't use, think of it as like the FCC. You know, the words that you're not supposed to say. Sometimes those words slip and those are unintentional. So luckily, YouTube is not as hardcore as the FCC was back in the day, but there's still certain words that people will avoid. So yes, I can completely understand why, if he says that word, that he doesn't want to have it there. Wouldn't you? From a deleted Weeks live stream called Live, It's Blindsided Sunday. Jerm used these handwriting, whatever this handwriting is on those signs to harass, ridicule, and mock, destroy this woman, Miss Preston. Live for over a year and a half. On 2024, posted another one, Jerm embezzled from a church. Yeah. This is what these are the things that they continue to claim. Weeks posted the following YouTube platform. John Cook gets stalked by Jerm. Jerm keeps stalking Miss Preston's property daily. Jerm the stalker. Jerm still stalking. Jerm stalks defames. Jerm stalking daily. Jerm stalks a child all day. Jerm loses it at a local Walmart. And it goes on and on and on. Are you supposed to allow people to do this? In a recent publication, Weeks stated that she has received information about the deposition in a lawsuit of Mr. Hales. This information was supplied to her by Matzkin. Huh. Well, let's see what that says. Let's look down on one. Oh, there's even a link for it there. Isn't that weird? Post on our YouTube platform. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Saying right here, post on our YouTube platform, germs. Could you, I mean, this is interesting. In a recent publication, Weeks stated that she received information about the deposition in this lawsuit of Mr. Hales. This information was supplied to her by Matzkin. Weeks solicits cash from consumers who watch Weeks programming and misleads them to believe that these donations are for charitable purposes, for Preston's child to construct a home on Preston's property. Didn't we? We've covered this. The soliciting of donations for this purpose from consumers who watch Weeks has been quite effective. Weeks has been able to raise at least $70,000 since August of 2024, and that's just the very least. Under the above false pretenses. These are false pretenses because Weeks has kept the great bulk of this money for herself and for her own personal use. I wonder how that feels for Michelle to find out that how much there actually is and how much she's not able to touch. And if she's saying 70, it could be twice that, 3 times that, 4 times that amount. Exactly, Mama Bear Lee, that is correct. And that is, shame on me for using those dirty words, which I use them quite often. It is because they're Garrett's family-friendly channel. It has to edit it per YouTube. Terms of service or COC, I believe. Yeah. Well, and I think also it just if they're allowed to have anyone under the age of 18 watch them, you can't have that stuff. All my stuff is over 18. So yes, that is correct. Thank you, Mama Barely. I appreciate you. So Weeks fails to account for where the money raised by these consumers has been spent. On April 26th, Weeks said, what I was doing, it wasn't a fundraiser, it was not a donation. So imagine backing off on it and saying, hey, we're raising money for this, we're doing the barndemonium, we're doing this, we're doing this. What I was doing, it wasn't a fundraiser. It was not donations because it was given to me to help me. It's not a donation. It may have been called a donation or something, or because that's what people actually, think that they're doing something. It's a donation. So it went from fundraiser to grifting for it to all of a sudden, no, it's just a donation. You're donating to what you're doing. Yes. In actuality, Weeks's process and strategy, Weeks's scheme is nothing more than a scheme to enrich herself at the expense of consumers and Hales. All the defendants have appeared on Weeks' online platform channel as part of Weeks' scheme between June 20th to date, at least once. Collectively, all defendants are engaged in Weeks' scheme targeting Hales and Mr. Hales. Preston's acts and Preston's furtherance of Weeks' scheme at all times prior to 2020 and this date is a viewer of Hales. On or about 18th of 2020, Preston started her own YouTube channel. December 2020, Preston learned through watching what the Hales that they purchased land for part-time operations of his social media platforms in Otter Creek, Florida. Preston saw this as a golden opportunity in order to take advantage of Hales' generosity demonstrated through its social media platforms. And these are some of the same things that they had there before. If you don't believe me, you can go compare it. I'm looking to see if there's anything new in here, asking for donations for her 501c3. Now, about 21, she drove from Northport, Florida to a vacant lot across the road, took a fan picture. We do have that exhibit also. I'm just not going to show it because it's a picture of her, and I believe it's Jamie is who she's in the picture with. On the same July 2021, she told Hales she was a super fan of Hales. She did, and now she also had him remove a tree that didn't own at that time. Now everybody knows about that, the tree being removed. On or about July 21st, 2021, Preston and Cook listed their Northport house for sale. Now, on or about October 8th, 2021, Preston Cook bought the same vacant lot across the street from Hill's property in Levy County, Florida, that she visited in July of 2021. On or about the 27th of 2021, Preston Cook sold their Northport home, Florida house. Imagine that, selling a perfectly functioning house to move to Otter Creek. Blows me away. Created multiple local Levy County Facebook pages asking for donations to Preston's 501c3. It not even open to the public between the 21st and 23rd. Made it clear to Hales that she was a fan, and Preston would on occasion ask Mr. Hales for free merchandise. Now, in 2023, Mr. Hales relented to the constant requests for Preston, gave Preston 2 leap pads. It's no different than what we've heard before. Asked Mr. Hales if she could attend a free paid attend for free a paid meet and greet live event the Hales was having at Levy County, Florida, with many of Hales' fans and supporters visiting on site from around the world. Of course, Mr. Hales said, yes, why not? Sure, come on by. Lee Passer kid-friendly tablets. We know that. On or about the 20th of February, 2023, Preston asked Mr. Hales if she could bring her own donation box for the fans of Hales to the paid meet and greet live event. Now that right there would raise alarm bells. Like, no. That's like showing up to church with your own collection plate. Why would you do that? How would you show up to church with your own collection plate and say, well, while you're donating, why don't you donate to me? It's just uncouth. Of course he would have said no. I would have said the same thing. Of course, on or about May 1st, Now, it would have been a different thing if Mr. Hales would have offered that, if Jeremy would have said, sure. Or if he would have said, hey, you run a turtle rescue. This might be an opportunity for you to raise some money. But he didn't want to do that to his fans. Or it might have been agreed beforehand. He just straight up said no. So on or about May 1st, 2023, Mr. Hales went to Ohio with the intention to remain there until the fall of 23, only returning occasionally for town hall meetings, which occur monthly. Being denied further access to pecuniary advantages, she would have a permit to solicit donations from the Hales' fan base. Preston maliciously began doing injury to Hales' reputation. Ooh. Preston began publishing false statements about Hales, Mr. Hales, on her various social media platforms, beginning the months of May, September 2023, stating to Mr. Hales, my princess, her child is none of your damn concern. Why are you so obsessed with her and her diapers and body habits, you damn perverted jerk? Shame on you. John is not a SA offender or a PDF. But I find it funny you hang out with men that are, and you yourself are disgusting towards children, mainly focusing on. After Mr. Hales left Florida to go back to Ohio on May 23rd, Preston wrote many double-sided road signs and placed them around the roads surrounding Hales' property in Levy County, Florida. These signs falsely stated, we know the horrible things that those were on there. Accordingly, on or about May 23rd, 2023, Hales hired an attorney who sent a cease and desist letter to Preston and Cook, which stated, inter alia, your unlawful defamatory statements directed to Jeremy Hales on social media platforms constitutes libel under Florida law. Cease and desist publishing all defamatory statements. It has come to our attention that you posted defamatory statements regarding Jeremy Hales on various web pages, including but not limited to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different places that they know for sure, plus other social that they have also. We demand that you immediately cease and desist your unlawful defamation, Mr. Hales, Martha, George, what the Hales, and all other variations, including all misspellings and euphemisms such as the YouTubers, neighbors, etc., etc., etc. Immediately remove, delete all posting related to Mr. Hales and his interest. Mama Lee says, I own a collection plate. You made me spit out my drink. Well, I hope so. Thank you, Mama Bear Lee. I appreciate you. That's okay.
Squeeze my hog.
Oh, no, don't squeeze that. Not there. Not that hog. The little one. It's still a piglet. You can hold on to that guy and he'll just squeal like crazy. Something wrong with me, I think. Oh my gosh. But at the end of this, we will have a nice little letter. So stay tuned for that because it's coming up. In July of 2023, Preston posted on our social media that John posted the signs, not me. No comment, Keszey. Can you provide us with written assurance within 10 days that you will cease and desist from further libel directed to our clients? On or about May 28th, Preston posted on her social media that I'm going to stand tall and not let Jeremy Hales hurt me ever again. 2, I will put a cap in the behind of anyone who messes with her, and I'm done with it. You match, Mr. Hales. Despite knowing the falsity of her statements, Preston used her false statements to persuade others to help them in a public campaign to disparage Hales in order to negatively affect Hales' income by persuading anyone who has a business relationship with Hales and Mr. Hales to stop their relationship with Hales, including customers, vendors, to remove Hales from YouTube and other social media outlets. Same thing that they're doing to Shara. See, they don't. I saw that last night, and I started watching it, but because I was working on some songs, I had to keep pausing it, and I just was like, oh, I'll just watch it tomorrow morning, while I'm at work, and it wasn't there because the little polyflop crew over there with their missing teeth and brain cells that seem to be missing also, decided they were going to copyright strike her. What are they scared of? It just shows that they have some great fear of what's in those videos. What did Shara drop? Anybody know? Anybody know what exactly all of it was that she was going to drop? What all is in those videos? What more information does she have? All that they've done is they've really ticked her off now. Because I went and immediately looked it up, and I saw that, yeah, she's like, oh, you're going to play that. Me showing the receipts of your lies and fraud, and you're wanting it quiet. Imagine that. Imagine how that works. Despite knowing the falsity of her statements, Preston used her false statements to persuade others to help in public campaign to disparage, to stop their relationship with the Hales, including customers, vendors, to remove Hales from YouTube, other social media outlets. Preston also demanded money from Hales and its fans on Facebook. I'll say it here for all Hales fans to see. Quote, if you are so dang worried about me being abused and my little girl possibly being abused, which she's not, put your freaking money where your mouth and pay Cook $65,000 so he can walk away and leave me in peace. Gave me the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales. The anti-what the Hales conspiracy. And I think it's time for a letter, don't you? I think it's time for the first one. So let's make that happen. Sound good? Yeah, let's make that one happen. Right off the bat, let's just get right to it. Right to it.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
An open letter to Lynette, Michelle, Lacey, Alexis Preston, the queen of the con. Dear Preston, you must be so proud in a world full of scammers, grifters, and TikTok tragedies. You somehow clawed your way to the top of the heap, screeching for donations, fabricating stalker stories, and crying victim, louder than a fire alarm at a fireworks factory. And now here you are, defendant number one in a 74-page nuclear bomb of a federal lawsuit, right where you belong, front and center. Because we know without you, this all would not have started. Bathed in the fluorescent shame of the Gainesville Division. Yes, Gainesville Division. Let's be very clear. You didn't just accidentally end up here. You earned this, inch by inch, lie by lie, GoFundMe by GoFundMe. Your greatest hits, a legacy of lies and lunacy. Faking superfan status just just long enough to use Jeremy Hales for donation, mercs, attention, before flipping to full-scale character assassination when he wouldn't bankroll your next side hustle. Fabricating signs about rape and child abuse, planting them like the world's saddest deranged gardener, then pretending to clutch your pearls, oh me, oh my, when people called it out. Stalking Jeremy and his partner across 2 states until an Ohio judge had hit you with a 2-year restraining order. Weaponizing CPS, town officials, and the court system like a sociopath 5-year-old with access to a rotary phone and a coloring book full of felony-grade ideas. Screaming about Jeremy's obsession with your child's diapers and potty training while posting about it yourself on public forums like it was your LinkedIn resume. Running a fake tortoise rescue that was less about saving animals and more about saving yourself from having to get a real job. Demanding $65,000 in ransom money from Jeremy's followers to leave you in peace, like you're starring in your own cut-rate hostage movie directed by Meth Lifetime. Are you still playing the victim, Michelle? The complaint reads like a documentary about your grift, and yet you're still online, still posting, still whining about how you're the one being wronged. Let me guess, Lionette. The signs wrote themselves. The lies about CPS reports just magically appeared on your Facebook feed. The child you claimed was being stalked conveniently appeared in your fundraising posts over and over for sympathy clicks. You're not a victim. You're not a survivor. You're a con artist whose entire empire was built on emotional blackmail, fake trauma, narratives, and weaponized fake victimhood. You're not being bullied, Preston. You are being held accountable. Federal court isn't your Facebook echo chamber, and you're about to find out that the Gainesville Division doesn't care about your crocodile tears. They don't care how many pity posts you write. They don't care how many sob videos you send to your enablers. They don't care about your fake foundations, your imaginary stalkers, or your bottomless bag of excuses. Federal courts deal in facts, evidence, and law. 3 things that you abandoned the minute it was easier to play the professional damsel in distress. You wanted a war, Preston. Congratulations. You're about to get sued into the dirt you tried to scam from. Final thought there, Lynette, because let's be honest, your time's running out. At the end of the day, you won't be remembered for your rescue missions, your fake GoFundMe mess, or your fight for the truth. You'll be remembered as the woman who tried to weaponize a child, a lie, and a social media mob, and got dragged by her own fraudulent leash into a federal courtroom she can't gaslight her way out of. Good luck explaining that to the next judge, and the next one, and the one after that. Because, sweetheart, you're gonna need it. Sincerely, Shizzy Wisnut, Dean of the Short Bus Litigation Academy, now offering bonus workshops on how to pretend a felony isn't just a misunderstanding. And always, your daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's fun. And Angie says, fecal farms were all the shit grows nuclear. Yes, it does. It is crazy, isn't it? I know what you mean. It is absolutely one of the most nuclear portions of this. And just Jay Hip says, I need more stickers, Shizzy. Lickman and Vomit are talking smack on the Fleece channel with all the other defendants. I don't know if I can carry. Well, just Jay Hip, this one is for you.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, yeah.
Every single day.
You know why?
A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant,
yes.
boulder, dash, poppycock, politics, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll be all over again.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. I know you needed that, JM. Love and hugs. Thank you, Taz. I appreciate it. Another epic letter there. Shizzy. Yes, hits the spot. Oh, I've got one. I've got one after this one too. I think I've only got time tonight to do maybe 2 of them. There is a lot of this to read through. And I'm going to be digging into it a little bit more throughout the week and just see exactly what all is in here, because there is so many fine gems in this. I only got a good piece of some of it, and so let's continue on here. On June 19th, 2023, Preston wrote to Miss Shara Wolf, a freelance photojournalist at Freedom Public Press hereinafter Miss Wolf, encouraging Miss Wolf to cover her story, and stated, last night's video was so full of lies and bullshit. I am so glad you decided to take this, and I know it's going to take time to build it, and that's okay, because I want to be able to sue him, Shara. I want to be able to win. On June 27th, 2023, Preston stated in a chat, we need to expose Hales, and Mr. Hales, he needs to go under. I want to see him off YouTube permanently. In July of 2023, Hales announced that Mr. Hales would be filing for an injunction against Preston and Cook in his home state of Ohio, which is the proper place to do it. On July 2nd, Preston said to Wolf, I need to sue this son of a bitch. I have no clue what jacked his brain and made him come after me, except that one George's girlfriend was on her property in Martha, and I made her leave because she told me I should give the baby up for adoption. Crazy. Crazy that someone would do that. T, how are you doing, doll? Gifted 10 memberships. Oh my gosh. You know what that gets you right there? It gets you the song, girl.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
Oh, yeah.
A new flavor of fuckery.
That's right.
Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, politics, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll be all over again.
Welcome, members. Welcome. And just remember, there is a new video coming out. I will show you a little more of it later. Wow. Yes. I want to see him off YouTube personally. Yes, needs to sue him. And I made her leave because she told me and now see, I have no clue what jacked his brain and made him come after me. He said to stop harassing him. On July 5th of 2023, Preston admitted that Cook had falsely stated on Facebook that Mr. Hales' girlfriend had cancer In her gluteus maximus. Regarding this, Preston told Miss Wolf, I can't tell John anything. Read his page. It's nasty. I made him take down the stuff that he wrote about Jeremy's girlfriend having cancer again, and that he wrote was disgusting, and I told him that he needed to take it down. And then Preston provided Miss Wolf with a new, now expired link to the Facebook group where Cook made these false statements. On August 22nd, 2023, Preston published false statements about Hales and Mr. Hales when she forwarded a website link to Miss Wolf. This website was titled Jeremy Hales of What the Hales Goes on a Homophobic Tirade, Fake Man. And forwarding that link to Miss Wolf, Preston said the gay community is not happy. There's a little subtitle 4 down here. The website link is fortunately now deleted. But it goes to show the way that they're acting. That same day, August 22nd, 2023, Preston wrote an email to the mayor of Peninsula, Ohio, where Mr. Hales, oh my gosh. I'll get to the super chats in a little bit. Thank you so much, Mama Bear Lee. That's awesome. Thank you so much, TST. Hugs from
Squeeze
Canada.
my hog.
Ooh, yeah. Welcome. Thank you so much. And I'm glad we have some new members here because the new videos are going to be so much fun. They're in the right theme, I think. Thank you so much, Mama Bear Lee. That is awesome. It could be Mama Bear Lee or it could be Mama Bear Lay. That same day, August 22nd, Preston wrote an email to the mayor of Peninsula, Ohio, or this is Mayor Dan, where Mr. Hales is a permanent resident. In his email, Preston makes further false statements about Hales and Mr. Hales. This man has bullied our town clerk into a stroke. He has bullied and belittled and humiliated me, destroyed my tortoise rescue with total lies, called CPS with false allegations 7 times, all because I ran for a seat and thought I might get it over Therese Granger with the time I thought was my friend, and I had been speaking in terms with Jeremy regarding this communication, Preston told Miss Wolf. Well, this video shows the true Jeremy Hales, the one he edits out and hides. He's stalking my family, my child, and bullying and harassing me by belittling me and lying about me to everyone because I ran with Therese Granger for a seat on our board. Mr. Hales calls names, bullies people, abuses people for financial gain, and you thought it was funny. He's not funny. His ex-wife and children didn't think he was funny. No one here thinks he's funny. Causing our town clerk to have a stroke was not funny. After a full hearing with Preston and Cook present in September of 2023, an Ohio court issued a 2-year renewable restraining order injunction against Preston and Cook for stalking Mr. Hales and his partner. To date, this has not stopped Preston and Cook from continuing their illegal acts against Hales and Mr. Hales. Rather than cease, Preston, for example, has demanded that Hales provide her with a list of the names and contact information of all its donors. Yeah, that is the shenanigans that he's been pulling. Preston, in furtherance of her pursuit of Miss Wolf as a journalist to cover her story, made the following statement to Miss Wolf about Hales and Mr. Hales. Thank you for all you do. I mean that with all my heart. Helping me stop him and get a case against him is going to be the greatest thing on earth for me. I want to sue him, and I hope to God he settles out of court and gives me enough to finish my house, pay off my stuff, and get my ex-husband Cook living somewhere else. Amen to all of that. In September 2023, Preston commenced legal proceedings against Mr. Hales by filing a petition for injunction for protection against stalking in the Circuit Court of the 8th Judicial Circuit in and for Levy County, Florida, case number 38-2023. Hereafter, the stalking case. During the stalking case, Preston pleaded her rights under the Fifth Amendment to the United States Constitution to not answer questions about the stalking case because the answer to those questions could incriminate her. In September 24, the stalking case was dismissed in favor of Mr. Hales when Preston filed a notice of voluntary dismissal right before a hearing on Mr. Hales' motions to dismiss the case with prejudice. Unfortunately, as will be shown, by September of 2024, Preston had already enlisted her other co-defendants in this case to join the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales. Since May of 2023 to date, Preston solicits money publicly via Facebook marketing, via GoFundMe projects, receiving money from consumers and from Weeks, claiming she is indigent, while withholding her true income, including operating a flea market shop, from federal, state governments, and consumers. She further fails to declare her income from donations to her 501c3 charity. Yeah, that right there is fire. When the judge gets to this part right here, he might start asking questions. One does hope that he starts looking and starts questioning, and hopefully gets her to sign an oath, because in doing so, if what she's saying is not true, she would be in big trouble. Yeah, that's a bomb right there. You just have no idea how big that is right there. That right there is a major smackdown. All that money that she's been grifting out, that comes in. In actuality, Preston's process and strategy is nothing more than a scheme to enrich herself at the expense of consumers, Hales, and federal and state authorities. Ouch. Ouch. How are the fleas going to try to spin that? How is Bubbles going to defend that? No, not Florida. No. Nor to mention that she owns land and, oh, exactly. Can you reread that? Sure, Gina, I can reread that whole piece right there. Since May of 2023 to date, Preston solicits money publicly via Facebook marketing, via GoFundMe projects, receiving money from consumers and from Weeks, claiming she is indigent, while withholding her true income, including operating a flea market shop, from federal, state governments, and consumers. She further fails to declare her income from donations to her 501c3 charity. In actuality, Preston's process and strategy is nothing more than a scheme to enrich herself at the expense of consumers, Hales, and federal and state authorities. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Doesn't matter if she has a G payment. That's still an asset. That is still your property. The only time it's not your property is if they come and repossess it. Every single donation that's come to her, every single little donation that's come to her, she is required to report. Will she? No. All the nice little gifts that got over there, making money off of selling whatever it is that she's selling at the flea market, all of that is supposed to be reported. How did you get the money to afford those things? Did they come via a gift? You have to report that. 501c3 is defunct, and that further puts her in a hole for continuing to ask for donations for what now is a false charity. Big possibility, Richard. That is a big possibility. Just wait till Randy gets to the fleece apart. Oh, yeah. I haven't got there yet. We're only on page 26. We've got more to go. Cook's acts and Cook's furtherance of Weeks' scheme. Cook did the following. In May of 2023, when Hales returned from Ohio for a town meeting, Cook pulled a pew-pew on Hales as Hales was driving by on a public roadway to enter Hales's own property. In May to June of 2023, Cook trespassed in his truck onto Hales' property with a pew-pew, and when Hales confronted him and requested to leave, Cook told Hales that if he moves one step further, he will see something go bang. And in May, June of 2023, Cook publicly stated falsely on Facebook that Hales committed adultery by having sex outside of marriage. Hales' fiancée had oral with him, adding that Cook has photographs to prove it. On or about May of 2023, Hales hired an attorney who sent a cease and desist letter, which we already have seen what that cease and desist letter is. Cook posted, Jeremy, would you like me to post a picture of my in George's mouth? You can't take this one down. Hey, Sandra, how's it going? Sandra Fitch became a new member. Thank you, Sandra Fitch. Thank you, Sandra Fitch. Appreciate you.
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh,
Every single day.
every single day.
A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of bluffs. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, it all over again.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. The night we broke Shizzy was the start of my membership. Been here for almost a year, though. Yes, he has. Thank you so much, East Texas Cowboy, and this is for you.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day.
I do have shorter versions because, I only do the longest version for. Did my sound go funky? My sound went funky, I bet. All right, give me a second. I'll have to. Just give me a thumbs up if my sound went all weird, because sometimes that happens. Fleece claims she renewed it, but I heard it. Sister being an SS, batten down the hatches, Wisconsin. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, cool. Welcome new members. Kick your shoes off. Zach, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here. The fleece claims she did renew it, but I heard it's under her sister's name. Being SS, so secured on anything over $250 a month has to be reported. Yes, thank you. You sound odd at the word polypho. I don't know. My touch screen. I don't know. Despite knowing the falsity of his statements, Cook used his false statements to persuade others to help them in a public campaign to disparage Hales and Mr. Hales. I know you guys are trying to mess with me, but I'm going to get to all of you at once. Persuade them to help in a public campaign to disparage Hales and Mr. Hales in order to negatively affect Hales' income by persuading anyone who has a business relationship with Hales to stop their relationship with Hales, including consumers, customers, vendors, and to remove Hales from YouTube and other social media outlets. In July of 23, Mr. Hales announced that he would be filing for an injunction against Preston Cook, and then it goes through the same thing about John Cook reading those things on the YouTube. I can't tell John Cook anything. Read his page. It's nasty. Well, it sounds like we got on July 27th, 2023, Cook told Ms. Wolf, well, it sounds like we got rid of Martha. She doesn't want to come back now. We just got to get rid of him. Mr. Hales. And on July 30th through the 31st of 2023, Cook told Miss Wolf, This is why we got to finish the job on Jeremy. Just because he gets arrested doesn't mean we stop nailing him to a cross. Is that legal? Can we really do that, though? All these types you find like this put themselves on a pedestal. Real AH. You see how he's bragging on how he can't believe God gave him so much wealth. Well, he better watch it, because God giveth and can also take it. He better watch it, because now he's creating a bunch of OPBs that will go against him. Looks to me the party already has begun. Lots of people now dropping him like a hot potato. Boy's mouth is so dangerous, and this type of talk causes people to get hurt or gets him hurt. On August 8th of 2023, Cook stated in a chat, quote, "I'm not worried about him. There's an old saying, the older you get, the more life imprisonment doesn't mean squeeze." Shite. After a full hearing with Cook present in September 2023, an Ohio court issued a 2-year renewable restraining order injunctions against Cook for stalking Mr. Hales and his fiancée. To date, this has not stopped Cook from continuing his illegal acts against Hales and Mr. Hales. Yeah. Megan has it. Good. Unfortunately, as will be shown by September 24th, Cook had already enlisted his other co-defendants in this case to join the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales. Cook, a blonde believing Weeks was given a great deal of money to himself and to Preston, suggested during Weeks' live stream that they all go on a cruise together. In actuality, Cook's process and strategy is nothing more than a scheme to enrich himself at the expense of consumers and Hales. And now it's time for just another open letter.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
An open letter to John Crook, the gun-toting Facebook warrior who shot himself in the foot. Dear John, bet you've heard that a few times. You're up next, and honestly, it's about time. You thought playing Facebook tough guy, waving your gun around Otter Creek and barking into empty comment sections was going to keep you safe. Nah, buddy. You didn't just step into this mess, you stomped into it wearing clown shoes. Let's call it what it is. You're not some noble protector. You're not some misunderstood good old boy. You're Preston's personal attack dog, the rabid one chained up in the backyard until she needed you to bark lies into the internet void. And now you're listed in a 74-page federal lawsuit right where you belong, co-star of the great Anti-WTH grift. Except this isn't TikTok, John. This is Gainesville Division, federal court. And spoiler, they don't hand out participation trophies for being the dumbest guy on Facebook. Your highlight reel of stupidity, a lifetime achievement award, Johnny boy. You pulled a gun on Jeremy Hales on a public roadway. Nothing says I'm totally not guilty of stalking like committing a felony on camera, John. Drove your truck onto Hales' property with a loaded weapon and threatened him with something going bang. As if he took a single step closer. Well, federal court loves that kind of evidence, by the way. Wrote false posts about Jeremy's fiancée having cancer in you know where, because apparently you thought dragging innocent people was just good sport. Classy move, Johnny. Very Christian of you. Admitted in your own words that the whole point of this was to finish the job on Jeremy. Not legally, not through the truth, not through truth, through harassment, through intimidation, through threats. Joked about violence, stating that life in prison doesn't scare you. Well, guess what? Now you're staring down the barrel of a federal lawsuit. And you should be a hell of a lot more scared of bankruptcy than you are of bars. You weren't protecting anything. You were running a racket. All that fake outrage about Jeremy ruining Otter Creek. Bullshit. You and Preston tried to weaponize small-town gossip and online mobs to shake down a YouTube creator for money. And when that didn't work, you escalated. Signs, lies, guns, and now you're shocked to find yourself with a federal conspiracy complaint stapled to your front door. Well, you weren't fighting for truth. You were fighting to grift, control, and silence. And you got caught with your greasy paws stuck in the cookie jar. When here's your future, John, and it's bleaker than your Facebook timeline. You're a defendant in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit for tortious interference, civil conspiracy, defamation, stalking. You're tied by the hip to Preston, Weeks, Helm, Hughes, Keszey, Paint Ship, Bonecrusher, and the whole reject island of failed scammers. And unlike Otter Creek's backroom rumor mill, Gainesville Federal Court, well, they keep receipts. There's no GoFundMe here that's going to bail you out. There's no Facebook rant long enough to gaslight your way past a court order. There's no gun you can wave that's going to make this lawsuit disappear. Final thought, John, because you clearly need some direction. You're not a fighter. You're not a protector. You're a washed-up bully who got full of his own Facebook fumes, and now you're about to pay for it. Next time you threaten someone on a public road, maybe think ahead to your court date. And while you're at it, maybe get a head start learning how to say, "Yes, Your Honor," without sobbing through it. You're not a martyr, John. You're just next. Sincerely, Shizzy Wisnut, Dean of Short Bus Litigation Academy, now offering continuing education on how to not accidentally confess to everything in a group chat. And now, I am your daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know it. You know it. I need to get a couple of these really quick. It was Ted Wendell that has become a member for 7 months. You get the song.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicaments, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. We're all over again.
I think I missed you. And then Mama Lee, I know that I got you, but I think I missed Ted Wendell, so I had to go back and get that. And then we've got Sandra Fitch became a YouTube member. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicaments, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. We're all
Yeah, so I already got you. I already got you, East Texas Cowboy, and Cat and Chris Perney. I am going to get you both at the same time with the song, or else you guys would just tear me up with this song all night long. Here we go.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every
Single day.
Thank you,
A
Cat.
new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll have it all over again.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Oh shit, he figured us out. Yes, I figured you guys out. Can you make a ringtone so we can buy? No, I cannot. No, I cannot make the ringtone for that. That would get me in trouble. Thank you so much. John needs to learn the phrase, yes, daddy, do it harder. And thank you, Bob. Shame on you. You Betsy Beast, you. Shame on you. You are so evil. You are so evil. It'll pinch. You don't want that to happen. Just pinch. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's crazy. Yeah, you guys. I know I'm onto your game. You have to see how you guys are. I'm not that kind of Bubba. All right. We've got enough time to go over Helms. Now, I will say that Helms, I've streamed with David Helm before, and so I will not be doing a letter on Helms, just so you know that I just won't do it. I may not agree with him being in this lawsuit or the things that he did, but I'm not doing a letter on Helms. Just an FYI. So that's just me. Not going to do it. Helm's Act and Helm's furtherance of weak scheme. Helm is a competitor of Hales for internet sales and marketing as a host and or operator of a YouTube channel called MLS Making Law Simple, where he refers to himself as God of Law. With current YouTube subscription fan base of over 3,000 people, Helm's YouTube channel has an online store selling merchandise to viewers and also seeks online tips and donations from his online viewers via Cash App. Helm has expended and continues to expend substantial time and money resources acquiring subscribers, no different than Weeks. In early 2024, Helm appeared on a YouTube live stream with Hales and seemed very friendly to Mr. Hales. Helms asked Mr. Hales to join him on a live stream to play Legos with him, which is something that Helm enjoys doing on his YouTube channel. Mr. Hales did not respond to Helm regarding playing Legos with Helm on Helm's live stream. Thereafter, Helm saw a photo of Mr. Hales playing Legos with Larry Foreman, who operates a YouTube channel with a current YouTube subscription fan base. And Helms was upset by this. DUI guy, buckle up. As such as a competitor with Helm on YouTube, Helm was upset by this. Accordingly, in retaliation, Helm contacted Preston and Cook and offered his assistance. As a result, Helm decided to join Preston and Cook's conspiracy to take down Hales and Mr. Hales. In the spring of 2024, Helm contacted Matzkin and others to enlist them as co-conspirators to take down Hales and Mr. Hales, and labeling the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales as the Anti-WTH media ecosystem. Helm also invited Matzkin to appear with him on Helm's YouTube channel, and Matzkin did so in the summer of 2024, thus displaying their relationship as joint tortfeasors and co-conspirators for all the world to see. Since April of 2024, Helm has made YouTube video publications on his channel, which are part of the Anti-WTH media ecosystem and replete with further false statements about Hales and Mr. Hales. For example, in one 2024 broadcast, Let's Talk About Florida Man with the Hales, Helm made the following false statement about Mr. Hales. Jeremy Hales falsely claims he does not earn money off of YouTube. In another 2024 video, Helms also said, what did you say? Okay. The God of Law is going to prove in this video why Jeremy Hales is twice as dumb, and that's not an opinion. He's going to prove it because fair use. Anybody on YouTube can use my videos without permission. It falls under fair use. People can use my name, my image, content, videos, and intellectual property to comment to each foreign news, and the list goes on and on and on. So regardless of how Mr. Hale simply ignores copyright law and now looking even more foolish, his own words coming back to haunt him. On or about November 15th, 2024, Helm appeared on a week's YouTube live stream and stated regarding the false signs about Mr. Jeremy Hales. I saw a picture of Jerm planting the signs himself. See Exhibit 3. And there's Exhibit 3. Right there. Saw a picture of Jeremy planting the signs himself. Exhibit 3. In these videos, Helms makes false statements about Hales and Mr. Hales that are presented in a way that imply clear factual accusations. In actuality, Helms's process and strategy is nothing more than a scheme to enrich himself at the expense of consumers. Hales. Then that's it. That's all on the Helms. Yeah, is Helm and obese chick. No, it's MLS, or as he calls himself now, God of Law. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't. It's just not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go after anything about Helms. Just not where I'm at. So no letter on him. It's not going to happen. Buck naked. They need a life-size motion activated red light, green light doll from Squid Games at YouTube Town 1.0. Head spinning every time her gate opened. Well, thank you. Let's get this thing off. Or it starts getting uncomfortable. I don't want that to happen. Thank you so much, Buck Naked. I appreciate you. Thank you. Alrighty. I'm sure David will be so disappointed I didn't write him a nice letter. Thank you. Appreciate that. Right there. Now here's we get to Matzkin. And where are we at? We're at 32 pages. We've got about another half hour. Yeah, I can do. I think Helm is right about fair use. Yes, but he's also not right about certain other things. But yeah, he is somewhat right about fair use. As far as I know, that's if people are telling you that you can use their stuff. Sometimes it's just a respect thing. Oh, just drop by with no context. That's okay. Okay, you can drop by all you want to. Let's go. Good to see ya. Matzkin's acts and Matzkin's furtherance of Weeks' scheme. In early 2024, Mr. Manskin initiated contact with Preston by reaching out to her on Preston's Facebook Messenger. As a result, Manskin decided to join Preston and Cook's plan to take down Hales and become a co-conspirator to take down Hales and Mr. Hales as part of the Anti-WTH media ecosystem. To begin, on or about March 11th, 2024, sent a letter out to many YouTube law channels soliciting coverage for himself and connecting this to Hales and Mr. Hales, stating, enter alia, Bruce Manskin, date on March 11th, 2024, subject judicial misconduct and cover-up. I've been catching up on the Hales saga as a 27-year lawyer. Well, let me get his voice properly here. Let me gargle a little bit of semen just to make sure it's good. Well, I've been catching up on what the Hales saga. As a 27-year lawyer, I have some thoughts if you're interested. I also have some questions that I'd love to ask, if you're willing, to understand the origin of Hales line at war. I have myself filed complaints against judges in the past, and written a lot of op-eds. The New Haven Register, Connecticut Law Tribune. Easy to find with Google search of my name. I have a story of a Connecticut judge who allowed 2 lawyers to engage in open conflict, and when the conflict was reported in a bar complaint, it was whitewashed with protect the lawyers and the judge. It was all part of a scheme to steal a macaroni and cheese restaurant, LLC, and a market created by its founder. Very entertaining stuff. I entertain, yes. Here's a link of a short op-ed that discusses the conflict and the cover-up. It's the context of comparing to that current ongoing disciplinary proceeding against me to show the dichotomy of cover-up, conjure-up, and the lawyer disciplinary process in Connecticut for powerful lawyers and judges. Misconduct is covered up for powerless solo lawyers. Misconduct is conjured up so they can make the numbers.
Welcome to the ship.
Oh, crap. It was loud. It was so loud. Yes, you got the thunder rolls. Me, Bay, not. I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you so much. Love the thunder rolls. Just so enlightening. They make me feel like a man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, maybe not. Gotcha. You're better than MB. Appreciate you. You thought about buying helium to help with the BBB voice. Oh. If interested, I have a much more detailed written article about the conflict cover-up which I can share with you. It has not been published yet. Every fact I state in the op-ed in the longer piece, the very longer piece, I like that longer piece. It's documented in court transcripts and filings. Once this story is reported and gets picked up, it has legs. It just needs to be busted out by an appropriate source, such as yourself. The judge's conduct can and should result in serious consequences, especially given that it was not known when she was confined to the federal bench. If it were, she likely would not have won confirmation. Thanks, and please let me know if you'd like to speak. Bruce Matzkin, Esquires. Yeah, I got a similar letter to that. Reached out to Helm and OP. Yep. It was about this time when Matzkin initiated contact with Preston that he thereafter wrote the initial motions to dismiss a federal lawsuit related to this case. These motions were later denied. However, these were filed pro se by Preston and Cook in April of 2024. Randy, how dare he? He's not supposed to do that. Oh my, Escuela. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for reminding me. Trying to stay hidden, on April 19th, 2024, Matzkin wrote to Tug, that umbrella guy, a popular YouTube host on legal issues nationwide, seeking to promote himself and stated inter alia. Friday, April 19th, 2024 at 11:39 a.m. with the Hales / Preston to another umbrella, Tug. A serious question. Why are you and the DUI guy and Megan Fox and Legal Vices and Legally Live and MG Law all doing the same exact thing? And none of you have ever even one person on your webcast to offer a different perspective, such as a lawyer who can engage in legal analyses. Well, the funny part is Legally Live, MG Law, and DUI guy are more capable just in their left pinky of analyzing more law than you were able to. You're wanting to compare yourself with these people. How successful has your law firm been doing? Who got their ass sanctioned in federal court? or is about to get their ass sanctioned in federal court. Who doesn't know the rules of procedure? Amazing, isn't it? Oh, I think even Megan Fox, with her golden locks, knows more than you do. And none of you have ever any one person on your webcast to offer a different perspective. Well, they don't need to, because it's opinion. And they're offering their opinion on what they have. They don't, this isn't debate class. If you want to go debate your happy ass somewhere else. It's all the same. Watch the videos of hearings, making silly jokes to pander to all of What the Hales fans. No, they make silly jokes because you're a mockery of a mockery of a mockery of yourself. He doesn't understand this, that we mock you endlessly because you're a mockery of yourself. Hey, let me pull this down a second. Because this is what's so aggravating about Bubbles. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it, that he is a mockery to himself. And if he even had any sort of brain about him, he would have not done the crap that he did. You understand that this is you, and we mock you endlessly. Hey, Rogue Mama, how you doing? I feel like I missed so much being sick the part of a few days. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Rogue Mama. I hope you're doing better. What is MLS? It was making laws simple, I think is what it was. And then he changed it or something like that. I don't know. PB does not get that their side is doing exactly as he's complaining about. Yes. It's all the same. Watching the videos of hearings, making silly jokes. Yes, because it's entertaining. See, it's entertainment. Megan Fox's original PJ damn, I want to not say that right. Megan Fox's original PJ Media article is so inaccurate about the legal issues, and amazingly, even lawyers like Larry Foreman say the same nonsense, i.e., that the Sixth Amendment or the Fourth Amendment apply to the case before Judge Thomas. Do you notice that Judge Thomas's got removed from the bench? I mean, so how right was Judge Thomas's? Because he was breaking the law. Breaking the law. All of the YouTube coverage started from that. Really? Do you think that's where it all started? Because, I mean, that's where some of the coverage started. It was amazing to the rest of us, you know, and this is the problem that Bubbles misses. It was amazing to a lot of people on YouTube. It was amazing to a lot of you people out there watching that you had a judge that was giving instruction from the bench as a judge. Do you realize how biased that is? It doesn't matter what someone's status is. That is not your job as a judge. It's to be fair and impartial, not be a lawyer from a bench. That's what was wrong. That's what was pointed out. That's why he was removed from ever handling another case with Jeremy, George, Lynette, or anybody else that's been involved with Jeremy, George, or Lynette. Because he's biased. Sorry. And how and why did Megan decide to write that piece? How much of this is orchestrated by the Hales for content? None. See, here's the thing. None of it is. None of it has been orchestrated with Jeremy. That's what you also don't understand. There's no need to organize anybody to show that. All you have to do is allow us access to it, and we'll show it, we'll comment on it. And see, unlike your little group over there, because we enjoy making good content, we analyze shit. Sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes we get stuff right. Sometimes we talk about prediction and we make funny songs. See, this is the part you don't get because you're typical of that type of person that has to get all butthurt over the simplest things. I bet you were really upset whenever you never got that participation trophy. But that participation trophy means so much now, doesn't it? In my opinion, it will all take completely turn the tables. Is a competent lawyer willing to represent Preston in federal court? Well, you're saying all these other people are stupid, but you already represented her at this point in time. You're writing letters on behalf of them. That would be much stronger than the claims Hales brought. Let me know if you want to set your coverage apart by having serious lawyer discuss the many issues not being discussed. Bruce Matzkin, Esquire. The judge was caught with 3 hearings giving line advice before Jeremy was ever served, which was after Jeremy was granted the CPO in Ohio. Right. And all the people were doing was watching it and commenting on it. I think I met Jeremy at one point in time before that on a stream. And all I asked is if I could cover it. And I sent him an email. Pretty sure I did. Sent him an email, said, can I cover it? He was like, sure, go ahead. There was no direction on it. Yeah, cover it however you want to. That's all he said. No direction. Like this is some big scheme that they imagine is going on behind the scenes. I mean, I've talked with Megan and Tug, just usually seeing how they're doing. Like, you having a good day? Or sometimes I'll message Tug and say, hey, are you streaming tonight? You know, you'll respond with a, no, I've got something else to do. That's it. That's our conversation. Big collusion there. Sometimes he doesn't respond because he's too damn busy. Doesn't matter. That's what you do whenever you have other people that you respect, is you reach out to them and say, hey, how you doing? How's the family? How's life? If you want to consider that collusion, well, okay. After sending these emails, Matzkin publicly stated that his goal is to create an anti-WTH media ecosystem. Thereafter, Helm was also invited. Matzkin appeared with him on Helm's YouTube channel, and Matzkin did so in 2024, thus displaying their relationship as joint tortfeasors and co-conspirators for all the world to see. Yes, he did. On February 17th, 2025, Matzkin contacted, this was just not too long ago, contacted Whatnot Inc., a company which has business relationships with Hales, via email. In that email, Matzkin made false statements to Whatnot Inc., copying a third party as well, as part of the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales, to damage Hales' business reputation, and to interfere with Hales' relationship with Whatnot Inc., by stating, Mr. Cam should know that you are dragging him and his company into your client's scam of contrived litigation to create YouTube content for your client's storylines. Mr. Cam may be interested to learn that as part of your and your client's litigation scam that you're now trying to involve whatnot in. He committed perjury to trick the federal court into exercising jurisdiction by filing a false affidavit stating my client's maid and were making online posts calling him a child constantly and ongoing to this day. And that is counsel. You did nothing to confirm whether there are any such online posts before you signed the motion opposition that relied on that perjured statement. I would think any company would want to know. Pretty damning, doesn't it? Just way to go, Bubbles. Way to go. Well, thank you very much, Rope Bump. That's right. Make sure you hit the like if you're still awake. I know sometimes you can get nice and sleepy and you're just like, oh, I'm just so tired. Yeah, but just hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Enjoy. You know, it's all fun. Oh, Matzkin has also, in 24 to 2025, as part of the malicious conspiracy to harm Hales, published to a third party the following false statements about Hales and Mr. Hales. Jeremy Hales gave me a nickname with an anti-Semitic tinge. Jeremy Hales' storylines involving the neighbors his clients are fake. Fox and that umbrella guy profit from Hales' cyber stalking under the guise of journalism. Jeremy Hales is a public stalker of private victims. Jeremy Hales has fabricated, quote, storylines using innocent, powerless people's lives to sell as entertainment for profit. Yes, he continues to do that to this day. In August of 2024, in a YouTube chat, and on or about August 18th, 2024, on a Facebook page, Matzkin posted this. I can't say I heard, but rumor is has only one. What's the source of this? Jeremy has one. Matzkin wrote the following false statements via email on 8/16/2024. With the Hales destroying the lives of helpless people using a virtual mob to send menacing and threatening messages to Preston every day and have caused her life to be consumed with CPS reports from anonymous fans. Matzkin made the following statements publicly via YouTube on July 17th of 2024. Jeremy Hales is a, quote, homophobe who's going around on video, threatening people and calling them such names, unquote. Jeremy Hales is, quote, a psychopathic douchebags, unquote. Jeremy Hales' daily mission is to, quote, come up with 45 minutes of vitriol and name-calling, defamation, incitement of people whom he knows love him, and would do whatever he feels or believe whatever he tells them to, and uses that power, that platform to literally co-opt lives of private people and cause them nothing but harassment and threats and terror and strangers, invading their peace and their space and their lives. Yeah, these are the things that Matzkin was quoting out. Things of experiencing, saying that Preston should experience horrible sexual misconduct. Accused Preston's grandson makes more statements about Hales that are presented in a way to imply clear factual accusations. Publicly states he was acting as a pro bono lawyer for Preston Cook. However, upon verified information, this statement is not true. And Matzkin's written agreement with Preston and or Cook is based on a contingency. Wow. Yeah. If you haven't seen that. Bruce is based on a contingency. I don't forget you, Angie. Never. It's Angie. Always Angie. Welcome, Angie. Oh, boy. Yeah. And at this point, I'm going to show you a clip from the new video. All you new members out there will get a chance to see it. So if you're not, if you're a subscriber, you'll get the notification tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow morning when it comes out. And then I will have another one that will come out the following morning. And that one will be uploaded later tonight after I get my stream set up. But if you guys want to see it, oh yeah, it's about to happen. Just hit some ones in the chat. Let me know you're still alive and breathing. Close all the tabs. And I stopped on page 39. Ooh. Let me close this thing out because it is going to take up a lot of space. Don't send. I don't need that. Okay, let's do this. This goose is cooked. Yeah. All right. Let me get this thing pulled up for you guys because it is fire. It's fire. I like it. I really enjoyed it. I'll probably play it about halfway through, and that's all you'll get to see. But if you're a member, you get to see the whole thing. If you're a member, you will get to see the whole damn thing. Just so you know, you could possibly see it. So let me bring this bad boy up. And here it is. It is a new track because I got high on lies.
I was gonna go to trial, but then I got high. I was gonna tell the truth in court, but then I got high. Now I'm sitting at home, broken, fried, blaming the plaintiff for my own lies. Yeah, my whole case died because I got high. 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 I was gonna help my client win, but then I hit the pipe. Said I show up and do my job, but then I hit the pipe. Now I'm emailing threats, paranoid and dumb, saying don't look at me, it's everybody else's bum. I'm puffing devil's letters till my brain feels numb. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got fried, because I'm just that guy. Could have been a lawyer, could have been sharp and spree, but I lit that bowl, now I'm high on my own supply. Yeah, I'm losing my life because I got high.
That's all you get for tonight. Yeah. So if you're a member, you get those early. Oh my gosh, Mama Bear, that's such a crock. Jeremy said that people that falsely accused should suffer the same legal consequences as falsely accused would have. Grr. I don't know what Jeremy said. I didn't hear that, but blame Jeremy for it. I don't know if he said that or not. But people that do falsely accuse, I don't think that. I mean, they should. I mean, they should suffer the same consequences of what the term would be. For example, if I was falsely accusing somebody of stealing something from me, I'm not saying that they should have something stolen from them. I think that they should serve the time that I would have served. And I think that's all that Jeremy said, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. That's not uncommon thought. Max Lab, do you think all this new Bruce stuff is what the judge has been waiting for to sanction Bruce? I don't know. But it might make a part of his decision. And it might also explain some of the reasons why the judge is looking at it like he is. You know, there's a possibility that the judge already knows what he's going to sanction him. And it also might be that he has to take it up to a higher court or to his boss. I don't know. I don't know how that actually works out in federal court. I'm sure somebody that practices in federal court would know the answer to that, especially in Florida, because Florida would be different than Georgia. In Georgia, the judge would have probably handed out the sanctions right then and there. All the new Angies. Oh, I like Angies. I burned the skunk. It smells like no. It's completely different. it's that's exactly what Jeremy Hill said. Yeah, yeah. That's not uncommon. Yeah, not the same kind of uh, threat of violence or assault or anything like that. That's not how most people that have that outlook believe. Most people believe that, you know, if a woman accuses a man of doing something horrible and horrendous like that, that if he was supposed to spend 20 years in prison, lifetime in prison, that instead that woman would serve out that time as a replacement for making a false claim. Did you finish the BBB allegations? No, Kathy, I did not finish the BB allegations. There's so much more, but I did get to the part where he is really going deep, off the deep end. And it's, sorry, not in those words, but what JH said would accuse a person falsely, you should have the same time. Yeah, the same punishment as a charged person would get. Exactly. Yeah, that's, I mean, there's a common belief out there that that should happen. Doesn't mean that the court will do that, but it's not a bad thought. Keeps people from not making false accusations. The judge asked for a more detailed filing. Boy, did the rocket give it to him. Yeah, yeah, Paula, he sure did. He definitely lit this one up. And I'm going to be going over the rest of it tomorrow. Not tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is usually my more chill stream. I talk politics in the morning. You know, that's just what I do. I try to keep those out of my evening streams. Sometimes it slips in there. I can't help it. You know, especially because I really like wearing the MAGA hat just to watch Bruce's little starfish get all puckered up and just. I'm really hoping that Randy found a way to expose all the online chats that Bubbles was in. Good portion of it, but we're still early. We haven't even got to a response in any of this. Adds a whole new meaning to that's pretty awesome. I love it. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But like I said, if you're a member, you get early access to all those kinds of music videos that come out. Because I tend to do quite a bit more of those. And if I lay off on those, then you'll get new access to the letters. And all my letters get posted up later. Thank you very much, Green VG Beast. I appreciate you. That's awesome. What page did you get to today's read? When I get home, I can go back. I got to page 38, the bottom of page 38, the top of page 39. I love that politics is a more chill stream than a court case. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tracy. Yeah, I try to keep it a little bit more chill. Yeah. It is a beautiful thing that that I do in the mornings. I've been doing that for almost 2 years now. I've been doing those morning streams. And at some point I might stop, but I'm usually up at that time of the morning anyway, getting ready for work. Do a little bit of exercise, trying to lose the little bit of chubbiness that I put on. You know how it goes. You start getting old like me. You just can't really, do anything except for drink and get high. I don't get high, but got my big alcoholism problem. It's so bad. If people knew me, they would just that's so humorous. They have until the 19th. Yeah, they have 21 days from yesterday, because today is a new day here on the East Coast. So yes, 21 days. As does all of the rest. Well, and some people might be able to get an extension. Here's something to keep in mind. Dave's not here, man. Here's something major to keep in mind that a lot of people have yet to notice. Okay. So far, and something new may have dropped, I don't know. But so far, there is no sort of filing showing that a few people have been served. Also notice that there's some people that are not named in this case. Really interesting, isn't it? Dave is here, man. Yeah, David is here. No, you're David. You're David, Air Force vet. Dave's not here, man. Okay, still losers. So there's some people that haven't been noticed yet. They have been served. Those that have been, once they're served, they'll have a certain amount of days. I think it's 21 days from the day that they're served to respond. Just depends on what is on that particular subpoena. And so whenever that comes out, whenever that service comes, they'll have a certain amount of time. Once that time runs out, then they can be in default. And I don't think any amount of filing is going to get them out of it, because I think the judge is sort of sick of the delays, the delay tactics. I know it takes time to get everyone served. Dave probably was already served with the David Helm was probably already served with this copy, because it would be emailed to him or his attorney. So he's already received that. Bubbles has already gotten his. You've also got, I'm not here, man. I'm not here, man. It's crazy old fart. You're awesome. I appreciate you, man. Boy. Totally here. See you. Dave's not here, man. No, this is Dave. Let me in. No, man, Dave's not here. Thank you so much, Dave. Appreciate you. Oh, that's awesome. Did you bring this stuff, man? No, man, Dave's not here. But yeah, so it's going to be, and once those people get served, then you'll see those filings should come in. They'll have a certain amount of time, whatever is in that filing, whatever's in that subpoena, to respond. If they try dodging service, then they can be served other ways. You know, it's not uncommon for people to dodge service, especially if they know they're in a lawsuit. And they know these games that they're playing. You know, it's one of those where you're not getting away from service, because they can do service multiple other ways, especially if you've been talking about this case online. You know, the judge will say, well, you're dodging service. Sorry, buddy. Sucks to be you. So all of these people will get their comeuppance, hopefully. We'll see what the judge says, what the judge does. I mean, this is going to get longer and crazier, and you're still not done with the federal one case. Those are still there. Insane, huh? Any other Oregonian here tonight? Hey, Jessica. Hey, Jerica. How you doing? Hi, Jizzy. Hey, Jerica. Good to see you. And with that, we're gonna go out on a quick little note for you guys, and then we'll say good night.
But then I got high. I was gonna tell the truth in court, but then I got high. Now I'm sitting at home, broken, fried, blaming the plaintiff for my own lies. Yeah, my whole case died because I got high. 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 I was gonna help my client win, but then I hit the pipe. Said I show up and do my job, but then I hit the pipe. Now I'm emailing threats, paranoid and dumb, saying don't look at me, it's everybody else's bum. I'm puffing devil's letters till my brain feels numb, because I got high. Because
work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Agenda will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.
Send it all.